Mental Misplay is proud to be QuiverTime ambassadors. Use the affiliate link down below and the code BIGDRAWS at checkout to help out the channel and get a sweet discount on one of the best MTG accessories on the market. This video wouldn't be possible without Moxfield.com. They are the best deck building website on the entire internet. Go make an account. It's free. Give us a follow, and we'll see you out there. I can't wait to see your list.
There you go. We're live. Alan's live. Cyrus is live. It's the Alan and Cyrus Talking Hour, where we talk for an hour, and we're like, hey, I'm looking at Cyrus, and he's gonna like.
Which way am I looking? I don't know. I need to pull the stream up.
Down to your. Are you reversed? I never know if you're reversed. Also, that's the other part. To your lower, it'd be your lower right. There you go. Yeah. Hey. We got good people in the chat. I see y'all. We got Shannibal. Shannibal helped me brew a deck today. We've got Mab. We got Obosh. 667 Omega with the hey y'all. How we doing, everybody? So who in the chat opened up some Phyrexia? You know, we'll start it there. And Cyrus, what have you played some games the other night? I've been on big hiatus. I got the big bad COVID for the first time. So I've managed to avoid it until now, which is crazy because I've been on multiple airplanes. And I think I got it from going to a science demo at my kids' preschool.
Almost certainly.
Sat down with all the parents and just got it was either that or from a folk music recital at the library. One of those two, and it was less than ideal as of not today, but yesterday morning I was still testing positive. I have not tested today, but I've not at this point we're approaching I think 7 days since onset of symptoms, but I'm A-okay. And I think anyway, this doesn't need to be the fucking COVID podcast. I'm feeling healthy, though I may not be healthy on paper. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't just test positive forever and then I have to just lock myself up. But Liz crashed in the bed next to me the night she came home, and I was fully in the heavy part of it, and she didn't fucking hang out in the house with me while I was masked the whole time, and she didn't get that shit.
It's just a crapshoot nowadays. It's so hard to know. My mom's boyfriend, kind of pseudo stepdad guy. He's been around for a long time. He's he caught it a few weeks ago, early January, something like that. And yeah, he saw my mom, and they hung out for a little bit. And then the next day tested positive. She never got it, so
it's wild. It's fucking fully wild that I was chilling. I think maybe low key they just got it and we're just doing the false positives, because Logan had diarrhea for 3 days, and and Liz had a splitting headache for 3 days. So maybe they got some sort of wonky version of it. Logan did a poop on the toilet with the little fakey little kid seat on it, and was I did a poop on the toilet like a police officer. And I was that's his thing now. He's like a police officer. I'm damn it, I'm so glad you're crapping on the toilet, but like a police officer, get out of here. So big fucking funny. We don't even let little mans watch Paw Patrol, but he was so if you poop on the toilet, that's police officer behavior. Yeah, cop behavior. So yeah, I have not opened any fucking. Tell me I hope that was the washing machine and not the dryer. I've not opened any Phyrexia All Will Be One. I have not opened a single one. I pre-ordered 2 cards. I pre-ordered.
Nice. What did you pre-order?
I pre-ordered a full art foil Skrelv's Hive.
Nice.
For $10. It is now in the $4 to $6 range. And I pre-ordered a full art foil Chiscoria, which was $4. So
sense,
I feel like that was a good choice, a good hit. It's going to be like $1. Yeah, I'm going to look good. So I pre-ordered 2 cards. And there are other cards that I want. I think the counter your own spell birthing pod in blue, which I want to I want to talk about that card. That's the card that I want to talk about. But I want one of those for the cube.
Oh, totally. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's like big cube vibes.
Yeah, it's a great cube card.
So Omega has not ordered cards. Brandon Eminent One got their butt handed to them at the pre-release. Bought a bundle to feel better that had Vraska, Mondrak, Acre Gauntlet, and a list Blightsteel. Yo, Blightsteel on the list is fire. Yeah. Obosh ordered Chiscoria. Make Mind Break Trap good again. Exactly. You gotta pod your own Mind Break Trap away into a into an Adnos. That's the spicy spell. First person to do that, I'll send him $1. All right. It gotta happen in a game. So yeah, we were gonna be let's do a set review, but we're just gonna talk about random cards, which is basically a set review, right? That's how set reviews work. So,
I also haven't opened any, haven't really seen any, watched a little bit of some other people's things. So I know some cards, and yeah, I think that pod one's probably the coolest card. It's certainly not like an actual cEDH card or whatever, but
no, I don't think so.
It's a cool card. I like Skrull's Hive too.
Skrull's Hive is cool. It's cool to have a Bitter Blossom in white. That's sick.
Yeah.
It's a sick fucking card. A token generator, once per turn token generator. I fucking love it. It's gonna do Gangbuster in an Aristocrats build, like a Orzhov Aristocrats build. I'm sure it would fucking bang in. Let's see. The cards are there's so much stuff in all the sets is what really fucking... There's just so many fucking stupid ass cards, and I don't know what none of them goddamn do.
I don't even know how many individual cards there are, but there's a million versions of things that makes it super hard to just look through a list and be like, have I seen them all yet? Who knows? I've seen 4 of this one card, but...
And maybe there's I didn't look at all the fucking commons and uncommons. There's probably shit in here that's cool ass playable cards for dirt cheap, right?
There probably is. I know that some of the popper channels that I watch had little lists of stuff they want to try out.
Had cool stuff that goes in stuff.
I think kind of across the board this set has been considered relatively lower power than a lot of what we've been getting lately, at least for the formats that I pay the most attention to. So I don't know about standard or modern, even Pioneer. I don't know if there's anything for those formats. But I don't know, cEDH card wise.
I mean, I watched 3. My research was watching shorts. Because it was 40 minutes before this stream, and I came up with Dan's list. I watched Dan's short that they made, and I was like, "Oh, good," and it didn't save the draft I made even. So there was a weird blue one that was Dan was like, "It's a good Tymna attacker."
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It was a blue, spell something or other, Babel guy. Oh, what the fuck is this card?
It wasn't Minor Misstep, that much I am sure of. I really wanted Minor Misstep to be good because it's got that nice blue-red art going on, but
yep.
I don't think it's good. Scoop phase.
Oh, Scoop in the chat. We love Scoop out here. We love Scoop. Yeah, I don't know.
Brandon he mentioned cheap proliferate cards, and proliferate is a thing that I've wanted to build just like a fun high power deck for that I never have. So maybe I'll find some stuff. I have a +1/+1 counter Selesnya deck now that I built a while ago. Never play, but
Sky Hunter Strike Force. Let's fucking look it up. So we've got this. The one that Dan said was Mercurial Spell Dancer. It is a 2/1 Phyrexian Rogue for 2 mana, 1 and a blue. Can't be blocked. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may remove 2 oil counters. If you do, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy.
Ooh.
So that seems good.
It doesn't seem too bad. It's so much text.
Yes.
It does a lot of things.
A lot of things for a fucking 2-drop.
Yeah, can't be blocked. Definitely good.
Yeah, that's why it's like, oh, does like Tymna-y stuff. Where's that
values out throughout the game, possibly. If you're casting stuff, you get to incidentally. Well, the bummer part about it is that you have to deal the combat damage, then remove the counters to copy a thing. If you could just do that and like storm with it, it'd be super cool.
Yeah, oh yeah, if that was like an activated ability, like remove 2 counters to do the thing, but it's like you gotta hit with it and then do your like brainstorm and I will get 6 cards. You know,
yeah, that makes it substantially less cool than if you could just but you know. They're always once per turn and shit these days.
Yeah. I like that though. I brainstorm and looks at 6 cards.
Ooh, Sky Hunter Strike Force.
Yeah, let's look it up.
Yeah, okay. So this one is a 3 for a 2/2 flying melee, which is totally a thing I'm aware of.
Whenever this creature attacks, it gets 1/1 until end of turn for each opponent you attack to this combat.
Okay. And then if you have your commander, all your creatures have that. So
sure.
The big melee lieutenant thing.
So, like, if you attack 3 players, they all get +3/+3?
That's not too bad.
Right? Whenever this creature attacks, it gets 1/1 for each opponent you attacked this combat. Yeah, so, like... Affinity Artifacts in the chat. What's up? If that's Olivia, yeah. No, we're doing our like set review thing on Monday nights at midnight. That's I haven't been doing Magic stuff all day, for sure not.
Alan never goes to bed though. That's a misconception.
Yeah, it's super vampire hours in my house at all times. Just during the daytime, I'm a cranky piece of shit, and at night, I'm a kooky wacky spooky boy. Oh, we got Nanya in the chat. Nanya, Nanya, what's up? That's the Ramp Gang Elite right there. That's, I've known Nanya Biz for more than like 20 years now, I think. Right? I've known Nanya Biz since like 1998.
Nice.
That's a long time.
What I'm doing awake is it's 9 p.m. here. Yeah. So that's my answer.
9 p.m. Cyrus time. No, Nanya, we do our Monday night at midnight like fake podcast. We do it's, I guess it's a real podcast because we talk about stuff, but we're bad at it. We haven't gotten our dialogue, our like snappy banter and making jokes back and forth. Like, it's not that kind of deal because we're both delirious right now.
It's the best podcast. I am more entertained by it than all the other ones I listen to. So. Oh, nice.
That's good.
By that metric, we're doing great.
It's the best podcast I've ever listened to because we're here. Yeah, because we're doing it. And because I laugh at my own jokes, so it's like super funny. So Sky Hunter Strike Force. What is Scoop Phase? You were all like horny for this card. What is it going? What's this? Where are we running Sky Hunter Strikes, guys? And why? I've got chat in light mode like an absolute psychopath right now. It goes in Timna Kamal or Jetmir. Sure. Jetmir is a card that people like. People are really up on Jetmir these days. Somebody else said another card too. Where was it? Somebody was like,
this mind splice apparatus.
Oh yeah, what is this whole shit?
Yeah,
Mind splice?
this one's cool. I don't know that it's good, but it's super cool. It's 4 manas. It's flash. It's an artifact. It's blue. Every upkeep you get an oil counter on it, and then your instant sorceries cost 1 less for each oil counter on it.
Why flash?
I don't know why.
Why does this card have fucking flash on it?
It does make it a little better because you at least can just like flash it in right before your turn. It doesn't have to like survive a whole rotation.
Yep.
Just to get its first counter, so that's kind of cool. And if you're proliferating stuff, then I guess the oil counters will build up pretty quick. Because I was thinking it's pretty slow, only getting 1 every turn. But if you're doing something with proliferate, you're going for some probably high power proliferate cast giant spells thing.
Isn't there another one? Wasn't there one? It came out a while ago. It's got like the hands like this that does the same thing. It makes your instants and sorceries cost, or is that just all spells cost 1 less? What is Nanya saying? Jetmir has the same body type as Elon Musk. He's the dude with the big square chest. Yes. Same as Elon Musk and your boy Kylo Ren. Same guy. There's a card. Nanya, what's the blue card that makes your spells cost less and it's got the hands on it? Maybe, I don't know. And it's you ran it in Atraxa forever, I think, didn't you? It's and it works off of counters, and it makes all your spells call as foretold. It's just fucking nailing it.
As foretold, not doom foretold.
I apparently can't spell as foretold, so
it does have the hands. You're
Fore.
Right
as foretold.
It is similar to this, isn't it?
Yeah, time counter costs 3 mana once each turn. Okay, so it's once each turn.
Yeah, it's a once each turn. You get to pay nothing for something, and the other one just reduces costs. So, yeah,
and it's also good. As foretold, also a very good card.
It's the do nothing enchantments, or artifacts. So you play them. They're like a decent mana investment, and you really got to get something out of it later.
To me, it's like the green one, In Search of Greatness. 2 green mana, and every turn you can either shit out a card for free during your upkeep that has CMC equal to 1 plus whatever the highest CMC on your board is, and if you don't, you scry. So it's like, you get a scry if you don't have like a 7-drop by mid-game. But like it's
go digging for one.
Mm-hmm. So it's that, to me, it's that same kind of shit, right? But like this is like a free spell once a turn though. Like you feel like it's like, oh, it kind of doofy, but like it adds up fucking fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why like stupid Chisgoria is like works, because it's like a free ass artifact along with also something you cast. It's your same thing as the Sky Bridge, the Prismatic Bridge. It's just like you get 1 free thing every turn. It's when you've got your Joda the United or whatever it is, Joda the Unifier, when it's like a free spell for every spell you cast. That's when things are like, maybe we should fucking dial it back a little bit. Mm-hmm. But when it's these cards that are like you get 1 free thing a turn, it's kind of hot. I kind of like these.
I haven't actually read Chisgoria yet. This card's pretty cool.
Oh, it's a riot. It's so fun. I've been having an absolute blast playing it. I had a Hammer of Nazan and a Fire Shrieker on it today.
Nice. I forgot that the commander sets are like a separate thing when you're looking at the sets, so I haven't seen any of these cards.
Oh, nice. So
I guess I knew about Synthesis Pod. I didn't realize that was in the...
Oh, is that specifically a... Synthesis Pod is our one, right? Is that the one we were talking about?
It's the blue pod thing. It's 50 cents, so that's cool. I'll have to get one of those.
Synthesis pod. Is there? I wonder if there's a full art one. Okay, so 3 and a Phyrexian. For 1 and 1 Phyrexian, exile a spell you control. Target opponent reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a card with mana value equal to 1 plus the exiled spell's mana value. It's so wacky that it's a spell you control, and then you get to play a card off of somebody else's library.
Yes. Very, very wonky. It is such a perfect cube card. Like, now that you say that, that is it's so good.
It's going right in the cube.
But for anything else, I'm like, I'd rather do a lot of other things than this.
Big dog dick for just about anything else, for sure.
Like, I guess in just like your fun casual tables, I don't know, because it just like, I feel like there's so few situations where I'm like, I want to pay 1 more for this card in my hand and get a random thing from an opponent's library.
Someone else. Like, you have to be fucking you just, yeah, exactly. Like, what deck are you, like, you're putting that in Memnarch, right? Like, what other decks are you putting that in? I'm gonna steal your stuff random. Like, it's so weird. So I don't know. And like, you have to, like, maybe in like a deck with a lot of recursion, so that you're getting that thing back for free anyway.
Yeah, there's gotta be like cards that make a little more sense. I mean you exile the card you control.
Oh, it doesn't even go to the garbage and exiles it? God damn it.
You've got to be all the way done like, with that spell.
Bye forever, stupid card.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's so Mab says run it in a deck with Displacer Kitten. So if you're doing something that has cast triggers, maybe that's you're like, so for 1 more mana you're getting 2 cast triggers off of something. Like, okay, a Jarvis Moonbeam raiding with a party of 6. What's up? See massive Ramp Gang. We are in the house. We are doing our weekly, though at this point it's monthly. We haven't done this in quite some time. Nice. It's done. You turn on the computer. Fuck yeah. Well, let our dulcet tones lull you to a lovely sleep. I promise I won't raid Salty Bet after this. Listen,
that's always the odd Mudbar we raid fucking Lexicon afterwards.
Oh, right.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, Lexicon's great. I love those guys. I'm mad because I can't raid the Seinfeld TV show anymore. So did I send you the link for this thing? Did I tell you about this?
No.
So
first I'm hearing.
Somebody made an AI generated, like, weird, it looks like a fucking, like, lumpy, pixely, like, it was real wonky looking Seinfeld, like, in fake, it was all fake Seinfeld characters. They were basically like Seinfeld characters, and all of the dialogue and, like, Jerry's little stand-up routine was all AI generated.
Oh no.
And also there was, like, it would, in between the episodes, it would go to, like, the TV guide scroll thing, with the blocks, and it would be like fake TV show names and shit, and they were insane also. But it got banned from Twitch because Jerry's stand-up routines were pulled from the internet. And one of his stand-up routines was very, very, very transphobic. Like real, like, I haven't watched it, but Logan was telling me, Logan Seraph was like, it is bad. And it's because it was just like pulled from internet garbage. So it got
it pulled from like his actual stand-up.
No, it pulled from just the internet. Like I don't even fucking know. No. Just like internet stuff. Who the fuck knows where they were pulling it from? Whether it's just like random stand-up routines, whether it's who knows. But it was like Logan said he watched it and it was bad enough that it was like whoa, no wonder that shit got shit canned immediately. So, but what I did see of it was insane. It was like it scrubbed old Jerry content. Interesting. That's super, super wild. AIs always turn into racist bigots over time. It depends on what you feed them. That's fair. But I got to watch a little bit. I watched it for like 15 minutes, and I was like, this is, as Obosh said, it was truly a fucking fever dream. Like, it was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. And the chat, of course, like in a viral Twitch chat, you know that shit's just absolutely insane. So the Twitch chat was going wild with it, too. They loved it. They loved everything the thing was doing. The chat, Scoop Face got it. Chat was insane. Like, and so like anytime they would be like, so this new store opened up, everybody in chat would be like, new store alert, new store. Like, it was like peak, like what, like Twitch plays Pokemon or like
totally.
Salty Bet in its like heyday, like Salty Bet at its inception, with like the running jokes, all that sort of shit. So very, very cool. Hopefully the non-bigoted version makes a resurgence, but who knows. So back to Phyrexia. Back to Phyrexia. What are our other, so like Elshnorn, right? Like we're all gonna run Elshnorn in our cEDH decks now, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're all going to, but, some people might. I think it's a pretty good card. I don't really know that it's even, I guess like ETBs, it's okay. It's okay to stop them.
Yeah.
Doing double ETBs doesn't really do a whole lot unless it's like Dockside, in which case like you're probably winning the game anyway because you drew Dockside and you just get to win when you draw Dockside.
Somebody's running Elshnorn, right? Like somebody's running it as a commander and playing.
I played against it as a commander, yeah. Jeremy.
Jeremy built it. Okay.
Yeah, built it as soon as it was spoiled, and yeah, I mean when like an Oblivion Ring comes down and it now gets to Zorch 2 things, like that's pretty cool. There's no denying that is cool.
I feel like. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's kind of it.
Yeah, I think what I was saying though is like theoretically somebody is playing this deck and it's winning cEDH pods. Like you could build this deck and it could win, but like you have to be Charles to do that, right? Like you have to know all of the EDH things. You have to be so slick with how the deck works. And I thought the same of like even my dumb new commander that I built. This fucking, like, sure, you could probably pound people with Lita Mechanical Engineer and make fucking Zeppelins, but like you just have to know how to run a mono white deck and absolutely clown on people. There you go. Nunya says, wait, double Muldrifter is like I scoop it up, boys. Just I'm done.
Yep.
Are you gonna run it, Nunya? Are you gonna run it in Grand Arbiter? Is that where Elshnorn is going, or are you building Elshnorn and just putting rule zeroing Muldrifter into the deck? Be like, listen, I built Elshnorn. I gotta give the table guys heads up. There is a Muldrifter in this deck. I think that's the play. Is you build Elshnorn and just put Muldrifter. But fuck it, put a couple of dope ones in there. Like there's some good green ones, right? There's some good green. Put like a Rexage in there. Yeah, putting it in mono blue Jace, perfect. You're putting it in Jace Vryn's Prodigy, JVP, perfect. That's exactly where it should go.
I was talking about wanting it for. I still play Ruin of the Hidden Realm, and it makes ETBs happen. So yeah, I want one for that because getting double Muldrifter literally is like why I still play that deck with fucking Blink Mulldrifters. So.
Value, like I'm getting the big value.
That deck's great to play in pods because I'm always like, I promise all I'm gonna do is draw a bunch of cards. All the cards I draw just make me draw more cards, so you don't ever really have to be worried, and it's pretty much true.
I'm not gonna send you to fucking horrible ass Blink prison like an absolute dick. Like, oh man.
Well, Anton told me I was a degenerate for running Agent of Treachery in that deck, so
okay.
I think I took it out.
Oh, solid. Wow. Anton called you. Anton is like a fierce player. A long time ago. Nice.
Yeah.
The wrist slap from Anton is a wild is absolutely wild. There you go. It's 667 Omega. Sorry, don't mean to call you out directly. You have a blink prison deck. Does it put everything? Oh, B101 gave us 100 bits. Yo, big love. That's really truly appreciate it. Yeah, but I just I think it was what I was in some charity stream or something, and some like big Magic person who was new to EDH was playing some like super blink deck and just put us in fucking blink prison, and I was like, cool, like this.
People do not love playing against the ETB value decks because they do everything people don't like to do or to play against, which is like they take 20-minute turns, they lock you out of whatever they feel like locking you out of, and so that's why I had mine is Rune and Karuga, so it's just nothing but draws cards. And then I'm like, all right, I discard the hand size. Your turn.
There you go. They C Massive and Obosh immediately were like, that was Brad Nelson. Who did that to you? So yeah, Brago, exactly. Like, good job. You fucking, you know how to use the ETB to make me. Yeah, he did it so hard that he said, I kind of hate this actually. It was just
it's a
like
bummer because I love the stupid EDA or the ETB prison dice, but they're too obnoxious for casual and not good enough for cEDH. So.
It's for me. It's the same as like a fucking dedicated attrition deck where you've got like just edicts after edict after edict. Everybody sack a creature. Like that's how I originally played Marin, and I was just toxic, like just shit on a board state, right? And it's the same thing. Super C Massive says super good at not losing and really terrible at winning.
Yeah, flicker Mulder for 2 hours. That's what I want to do. Okay, I want to flicker Mulder for 2 hours, and I'm a little sorry about it.
And well, if you're doing that and you're having fun and you're not like fucking doing a big diarrhea on everybody else's game, like that's the real thing. There is that like if it turns into like, but guess what? I get all this stuff, and what you get is all of your permanents under an O-ring.
I've really tried to like get the casual mindset down when building decks these days, and so like its big thing it wants to do is flicker the Astral Dragon to make more Panharmonicons so I can make exponential Astral Dragons. That's very funny to me.
Yeah, so that's a win con. It's like, okay, I make 1 billion dragons and I pass.
It's super telegraphed. You can just board wipe them if you want. Like they do not have haste.
Hit me with the Rakdos Charm. Like I'm good for it. Like if you got the Rakdos Charm, I'll pick up my cards. So, but yeah, that's the casual. That's an interesting topic and something I'd love to talk on at length. Also, is like that weird, like, okay, I've got to build something that's like casual and fun for everybody. So like I've just been building decks that like don't have any tutors in them and very little removal. You know, so I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna play this fucking machine that like does my dumb shit, you know, and draws cards or whatever, and like. That's why Gix is good, is because everybody gets to draw the cards, but like everything else is just like, I'm just gonna play with my whole machine here.
Feel free to stop me. We're all having fun.
So, what else? What are some of these others? I'm like scrolling through this like pile of spoilers here. I should pull up this rather than the stupid this all will be one crap. Let's see.
On TCG players,
Properties.
very professional.
Let's change it
this.
to...
Mab mentioned earlier Tyvar, the new one, which is kind of okay. Lets you.
Oh, everybody's super
abilities.
psyched about that one, right? Like that one's got everybody all fucking horned up too.
He untaps creatures and he mills and then returns stuff to the graveyard. I don't really see it. I'm not sure exactly what's so great about it, but I'm happy for the people who do see it.
Everybody's excited about that one. So Tyvar is
good little value elf for sure. He's punching this Phyrexian thing out. Super tough.
Yeah, and so activate abilities of creatures as though you can. So the haste is good right off the jump, right? And haste in Golgari is crazy, right? Not haste, but like what Elixir of Immortality haste, right? Fake haste.
Yeah, totally.
Untap a creature seems good.
He's a mana dork. He's a mana dork planeswalker.
And mill 3 cards, and you get like a fake. Loris. You can like Loris for the turn. Which is like, and everybody's like freak. So what's cool about him in a comp build is it gets back everything, right? Like in cEDH, your boy Tyvar gets back every fucking thing you want. Commander Mechanic, by the way, what's up? We love you.
Oh yeah, I could see.
Yeah, Vave is into it. That makes sense.
Yeah, I could see it being
it's on
an
that
IROG card possibility.
It's his static. So the static ability's got everybody all like nutso butso.
The 1,000-year elixir. Isn't 1,000-year elixir just like? I mean, I don't want to say it's just better because he is like. Yeah, I guess he does more things than 1,000-year elixir, but he's a lot harder to cast than 1,000-year elixir.
He's better than I will give him that. He's better than 1,000-year elixir because he untaps a creature. So the 1,000-year elixir does that also.
Yes,
and
it costs a mana instead of a giving a planeswalker point or whatever they're called, a loyalty. But I don't know. I'm not like.
Commander Mechanic says another 1,000-year elixir or Mage Rightstone is good. Yes, it is good. You know what this can go in, Tyvar? You know what Tyvar can go in? Is Cyrus Cloakwood Hermit. He's going to untap Cyrus. He's going to res something. He's going to do everything that Cyrus wants you to do. So he's
there you go.
Auto include for Cyrus. I think I've taken Cyrus's. This is not how many cards a cEDH deck should look, or an EDH deck should look like it has. I think we're off by about 10 to 20 cards here. So Cyrus Cloakwood Hermit clearly in trouble. Hermit,
that's right. It was Hermit Druid.
Go fast.
That's the one I have heard people talking about. I couldn't remember. There was like a one. So yeah, he not only lets you Hermit Druid the turn that you play Hermit Druid, but you can also bring back the Hermit Druid. So that is cool. I will say that is cool.
And Mab is saying it goes in Frog. Like, yeah, I guess you could put it in Gitrog.
Oh, Gitrog. Until Gitrog has a good reason to not play its main combo, though. What even? Who would subject themselves to that?
So what we've got some of these Dominuses here. We've got our Slowfim Mayhem Dominus, double damage, sure. What is this? Miglaw's Maze Crusher? What the fuck? How? A 4/4 for 3, 1 in Gruul. Enters the battlefield with 5 oil counters. Remove an oil counter, gains Vigilance and Menace. 2. Remove 2 oil counters, gains 2/2. Remove 3 oil counters, destroy an artifact or enchantment. Okay. That card is weird as fuck. Is there like a lot of oil counter support in Gruul? I guess green has 1/1 counter support, but maybe not a lot of like ways to put more oil counters on it. Or
I mean, you're looking at proliferate mainly, I think.
Will proliferate, and then like there are green cards that say like when I know like when a 1/1 counter is put on something, put an extra one, but I don't know if there's green cards that are just like generic. Oil counters is the Gruul draft archetype, sure. I don't know what the green Dominus does, so let's this is not in English. Start of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. That's cool that it's each combat. Like that's strong. That's big. That's a big punchy for how many mana did it say it was? 7. God damn it. It's too much mana. It's too much mana.
I really like the art on the non-fancy regular Sulfim, the red one. That's some cool art.
Yeah, it's very like Wayne Barlow kind of Braum feeling, like big.
Yeah, he's a Dark Souls boss.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
Super cool looking. But I mean, so are all of these really, but that one's the coolest one to me. Yeah, they got a Brahmy kind of Clive Barker-y kind of thing going on.
So Thrun, Breaker of Silence, can't be countered, trample. It's just a good fucking Voltron commander. Like I think CJ is going to be playing it tomorrow night. So if you guys and Eric couldn't make tomorrow night's Super Cool Guy squad, so it's me, Phil, and Scoop will be joining us as our fourth.
Nice.
And Scoop will be running Elshnorn. So there you go. Cool. I've got Chisgoria and Drivnod to run. I'll probably just fucking fancy up Chisgoria, honestly. We're all going to be running MTG1 commanders. So it's going to be my first night back doing the official gameplay stream for a while.
As like high power or whatever, right? Like non-comp.
Yeah, high power, like I think little to no infinites and little to no fast mana, just high power. High power. But CJ builds strong fucking decks, so you know the level. This all will be one card is real good. That's a card that I want.
And I had to look this one up earlier, but I already don't remember.
It's the titular card, right? It's the I can't even say that word without thinking of the Upright Citizens Brigade skit. I had the titular line in the movie. It's so good. C Massive, thank you so much for pulling up.
Okay, so when you put counters on things, you deal damage to things.
I think this is a good. It goes infinite with like 50 cards, right? Like a whole bunch of stuff. So it's like your big kill. So this is a cube card. This is definitely going in the cube. There's like not a ton of counter support, but there's enough that people will be doming the shit out of each other with this card. So somebody today was telling me about who the fuck was telling me about Unctus?
Unctus. I heard about this one.
Somebody was telling me about Unctus.
Yeah, Uncle Unctus.
Unctus Grand Metatect. 1 and 2 blue, legendary artifact creature. Other blue creatures you control have, whenever this creature becomes tapped, draw a card and discard a card. So that's already silly. It might have been Logan. It might have been Seraph, but I don't know. They should have given this and Lita a partner, I think, is really where my head is at.
I feel like this is one of those big brain cards because I don't know what target creature becomes a blue artifact. Like I feel like you're trying to do that probably, right? And then there's like a combo where it becomes tapped and you untap it and then you do it again. I'm not sure.
Whenever this draw card creature. Until end of turn, target creature you control becomes an artifact in addition to other colors and types. So it's an artifact creature, only as a sorcery. There's obviously some big brain stuff. Unctus is interesting, yes. So that's a crazy card.
I like that the play to win guys were calling them Uncutus. That is very, very funny to me.
Uncut is. So we've got this. Everybody loves this card. Drown in Ichor.
That's a good rate for 2 mana.
Yeah, people like that one. The art's sick. And then we've got Drivnod. Drivnod's doing stuff. What is this? Rhea Evor, Bane of Bladehold? Ugh, that's just like my eyes just fucking started like blurred reading this.
There's too many lines. It can't possibly be good.
Whenever this creature attacks, other attacking creatures get 1/0 till end of turn. Beginning of combat on your turn, the next time target creature would deal combat damage to one or more players. This combat prevent that damage. Make that many mites. Okay, sure. So
makes a bunch of tokens.
So just make bros. Yep.
It's super similar. That's what the old card that it's kind of named after did, right? Hero Bladehold.
Oh, is it?
It had Battle Cry.
Ribs.
Yeah, it had the same Battle Cry and made 1/1 soldiers when it attacked. So
okay,
similar kind of idea. Hero Bladehold. This was like the last super good card when I was playing Magic years ago, right before I quit. That was the one everyone was going after.
Hero of Bladehold, 4 mana, Battle Cry. Okay, and it makes 2 soldiers. Sure. That's cool that it's a play on that. I like that.
Yeah.
Counter spell, 3 or less proliferate. Ugh, these cards are just like, there's so many. Counter spell with Sets Mechanic. Dragonwing Glider, 5 mana, equipment. No. It's 5 mana.
It's the completed Hero Bladehold. Nice.
Oh, there you go. No, that's the wrong thing. Sorry. I'm fucking up right now.
We got Skrelv. We talk about Skrelv yet?
I want a playmat with this Phyrexian Atlas art on it.
That is pretty sweet.
Did they make one? Did they make a playmat with that art? Because if they didn't, they're fucking up.
Idea.
Like, Thistle XL, good morning. How we doing? Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it. And thank you for the follow as well. Oh, MTG Pack Rat with a follow also. Oh, love a couple of follows in a row. That feels good. Thank you guys. Truly, truly. Really, really appreciate it. MTG Pack Rat, give us a hey, how you doing? Oh, nice. We're doing like a little podcasty type of. They're talking about Phyrexia cards. We're talking about Tekutal Inquiry Dominus. 4 mana. Phyrexian Horror. If you would proliferate twice instead. Remove 3 counters from among other artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers you control. Thistle. That playmat sounds horrible. Planeswalkers you control. Put an indestructible counter. Okay, like that's. Oh, so that's the blue Dominus. Okay.
Yeah, the goblins in the set do look pretty sweet.
They're pretty rad.
They're up in the what was the other good goblins that I like? The Kiki-Jiki ones. The Aki. I don't remember what I can't remember they said. Kamigawa. Oh my god. Too much magic information.
On this Vindicator, people are like really horny for this Vindicator.
Oh yeah.
If damage would be dealt to it, prevent that damage.
Can you redirect the damage or whatever?
S'more's Dragon with the follow as well. Thank you. Big love. Really, really appreciate you and appreciate the first time chat. We're talking about Magic. S'mores. Okay, yeah. S'mores Dragon. We're talking about Magic cards from the new set.
This what like the Vindicator seems. I don't know about like Commander. I mean, it's a fine card for Commander about like stats for mana wise, but that seems like a good card for 60 card formats for sure.
Prevented damage. When damage is prevented this way, deals that much damage to any other target. So you can just fucking blast people. Playing Magic for 20 years, yeah, talk about too much Magic to remember. Vindicator is fine in a Boros deck casual. I think there's decks that it's going to shine in for sure. I think there's definitely like...
Yeah, I could throw that in, what's his name? The Boros Equipment dwarf that I play. He's fun.
You put a Pariah on this thing and you're good to go, right?
Yeah.
Just like Pariah or a Pariah's Shield. Like, and this thing is the worst thing on the... the worst thing ever.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, not Cole Mab, although Cole is in the deck. The Brunor Battlehammer. It's the one I ended up. Instead of playing Cole and cEDH, I built Brunor for casual. It's very fun, just, equipment deck.
This Mycosynth Gardens is incredible. A land that becomes a copy of target non-token artifact you control with mana value X. That
Super
card
weird,
is
interesting one, yeah.
I love that shit. Absolutely love it. Super, super stoked on it. Wow, the art for this chittering skitterling is really gross. It's like a rat on an eyeball.
Oh, yeah. Sure is.
So
for that one you were talking about earlier, Skrelv's Hive. I think I can't tell exactly what's going on, but I think it's gross.
I'll take another look at it. I'm excited to see it. I like that they've done the Spellbomb cycle again.
Oh yeah, it was pretty cool. This was one that some popper people were talking about, looking at the different spell bombs.
Yep, I like that cycle is back. I'm very, very cool. Skrelv's Hive is heavy gore, says heavy aggro. Okay. The art for Dross Skullbomb is incredible. That art is really, really, really good. Of course, like, it's green and purple with a fucking skull on it and it's exploding. Like, I think it's the best art I've ever fucking seen. I'd wear that on a goddamn t-shirt. I'd have a poster of it, like anything. That art is very good. I don't know what they all do, but I like that the cycle is back. Ew, the white one's gross looking.
The white one is gross looking. It was the first one I saw, and I was like, okay, I gotta see what the rest of these look like.
Yeah, they're all cool.
Going on here.
They're cool looking, except for that white one is very yucky. So many of these cards are just like, what even is it? Okay, Vron. Okay, so Vron, Executioner Thane, 2 mana, Vampire, 2/2. One or more creatures you control die. Each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life only once each turn, though. It's so good, and then they were like, well, guess what, though, dummy? Once each turn. That guy's pretty metal looking. He looks like Steppenwolf from Justice League's movie. He looks big Steppenwolf vibes, this guy. Serum Core Chimera. Masticore. Oh, cool. I didn't know there was another Masticore. 5/5, first strike, pro multicolor. Sacrifice it unless you discard a card. Oh, big Masticore vibes. Love it. Discard a card, destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value less than or equal to the mana value of this discarded card. That card's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
They took Masticore and made it not suck.
Yeah. It's so funny. I have a gold border Masticore somewhere, and I saw it the other day, and I was like, wow.
It was a staple.
Thing used to be so good. Yeah, yep. It was like the chase card when I was really heavy into Magic in like pre-high school.
It was in mono green Stompy. You would run Masticore in mono green Stompy and absolutely just shithouse people. It was just an absolute... It had regenerate, it had ping stuff, and it was a big ass body.
Yeah. Just such a cool card.
Does it deal 1 damage to any target?
Any creature, I think.
Is it creatures?
Players with it.
Jeez, if you could hit fucking players, I would concede to its crackedness. Masticore. Ew, gross. don't give me this art. Ugh, it gave me the worst art. That was that in a set where you could get them in foil?
No. Yes. Oh, apparently I didn't think it was, but apparently it was one that was in foil because it's $400 for foil.
Urza's whatever. Yeah, it
Destiny.
is. Urza's Destiny. $400 for a foil of an unplayable card. For a long time, it was my win con in Yisan. I would try to turn everybody's lands into elves with
oh, that's amazing.
Elvish fucking surprise party. I don't remember what the goddamn guy's name is, but it's like when he comes into play, all the lands turn into elves. And then I would use that and make enough mana in a Seedborn to, like, every turn I'm going to blow up fucking your lands. Each person's, I guess, oh, it's your upkeep, blow up your lands. And, like, that was my win con in fucking in Yisan. I think I did it once.
Nice.
I think I won that way a single time. A Crucible Goliath. Sack another creature, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary with lesser. Seems like diminishing returns. The very definition of diminishing returns here for this guy. It feels like maybe it's a good card. You could build a cool deck about it. I mean, I was the one who was just saying a free card every turn's really good. So maybe it's good. Maybe Crucible Goliath is the fucking hot fire that we're all missing. It's no Masticore.
No Masticore. No, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. I think there's probably a lot of, like, pretty sweet casual commander cards, like new commanders and stuff that I haven't even seen. Like, I haven't seen most of these cards.
I think I'm going to build that. I think I want to build that Rakdos guy now. Now that I looked at it, I'm like, that's maybe cool. Filigree Silex is destroys permanents or whatever and 10 damage to a target. Sure, whatever. Great. 2 mana legendary ramen bowl. Good job.
It really is.
Yeah, it's definitely. I like the Tyrannex Rex. Tyrannax Rex, cool. It's a big. Apparently, it's a play on some other old card too. Like, I like that.
Well, there's other Tyrannexes for sure.
Can't be countered. It's got all the keywords. It's fucking 11 mana and big bonky guy. Love it.
Yeah, I definitely need one for. My son has a just keyword soup Rurikthar deck. Just nothing but creatures with keywords, and that guy has a lot of them.
Yeah, he does. This card again. We've got another skull with green goop. And a bug crawling out of it. So this art is S tier. Bilious Skull Dweller, 1 mana, 1/1 Death Touch Toxic 1 is Gix material too. We'll put that right in Gix. People will block it though because of the toxic, right? They'll be like, no, I'll sacrifice a creature. I'll fly a creature.
So I played against a Gix deck in Historic Brawl earlier today.
No shit.
Yeah.
How'd it do? Did it put work in?
It did. I think. I did end up winning. I was playing Tatiova, but it was a really close match. I just won because I managed to draw I scape shifted with Tatiova in play, so I drew my whole library and Rivers rebuked all their shit. But it was doing good. It got me down really low. It was using some stupid alchemy cards that obviously you can't play.
Fuck. But, that's so dumb.
There's one that's like a ninja that whenever it hits, you make the little beetle that when you play it, each opponent has to discard a card.
Sure.
And he was just kept ninjutsuing this thing in with little death touch things and
wild.
Yeah, it was cool though, and Gix is a lot less group huggy in a 1v1 setting because he only works for you.
So. Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's very funny.
Yeah.
What's your starting life total in Historic Brawl?
25.
25? God damn it! I was expecting 30 or 20. 25.
25, very random number to me.
Oh my god. Why not just make it like fucking 23? Like, why not pick something
Yeah.
even more arbitrary? Like, god damn it, 25? Ugh, shows how much I know. Okay,
It's
so
12. You show 12 life.
Malkiter, Purity Overseer, makes a guy when it enters the battlefield. End step makes another guy if 3 or more artifacts entered the battlefield under your control. Sure. So we've got Golem, fucking Azorius Golem tribal. And then we got a new sword. That's cool, right?
Oh,
Gotta
yeah.
love a new
A
sword.
new sword.
So it exiles the top 2 cards of your library. So it gives you an impulse draw and an additional land drop, which is like so wonky.
It's wonky for sure, but
It's like super, super wonky. And pro red and green, so it's your Gruul stuff. This thing's cool. Swooping Lookout, 1/2 flying vigilance for 1 mana, and the art is sick.
yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Love that guy. What were you gonna say?
I have no idea.
Fair.
Oh, Impulse Draw. Fan of Impulse Draw these days.
Okay, fair. I think there's there is. I've got the yawns instantly.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. There's a lot to be said for impulse draw and the different ways you can benefit off of it. So like there's like whenever you play a spell from exile, do a bleh. You know, so like you build that deck and you're good to go. You've got all your impulse gobbledygook in there, right? So like it goes in those decks. And I feel like there are like what is it? The one I think Sean was playing it for a little while. The is it one that's like big impulse? It turns everything into impulse or something. Isn't there like a no? I'm thinking of the one that turns discards into draws or whatever.
Yeah, Ruth, I think is that one.
But like Prosper, right? Prosper is like your big like impulse engine, right? So sure. So like you find something like that, and then you put like in Prosper, you put the background that deals your commander deals damage whenever you play a spell from exile, and you're Zorchin people, you know?
Yeah, totally. No, I just think it's a kind of cool mechanic they've been using a lot lately, and it's good. I like it for red. It's also really like there's some staple impulse draw stuff in Pauper, so that's where I end up using it a lot.
Fair. Atraxa, there's a new Atraxa. It's not as good as the old Atraxa, right? Like,
yep, it's cool though.
It's got the same keywords, costs 3 more mana. Reveal top 10 cards for each card type. Put a card into your hand. The rest on the bottom of your line. It's just like cool.
Draw a couple and play. Fuck it.
Draw a couple cards. Yeah, right. Draws a couple cards. Good job. I don't know. 7/7. It's body.
Yeah. No, definitely. It's a kind of cool card. You know, for cEDH, it's like a bad like infinite mana outlet because you have to have some way to get rid of it and everything too, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not I don't think there's going to be anything that shapes up the metas we play in a whole ton from the set, but I think there's a lot of really cool stuff to try out in various other metas or formats.
Absolutely. I think there's some really cool stuff. I do like that there's so much of the like Glissa Sunslayer, like that they added all that flavor stuff in, I think is really good. I think it's really cool that they went in and they were like, hey, we're gonna give you like the redo on the old cards. Don't know.
OG Glissa always blows people away when I bust it out in my elf deck.
Yeah.
People don't be knowing Glissa Sunseeker.
Yep. I don't know. And so this guy Mondrak, everybody's super bugging out for Mondrak, right?
Mm-hmm.
4 mana, just another token generator is good.
Yeah,
Like that's a good ass card, and it's on a body.
4 mana and token generator is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I mean that's your the Anointed Procession, right? Except it's two white now, which is cool. I don't know. This Harmonic seems good. Green. The Twilights, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just reading those.
Are any of them any of them seem like game winners? Any of them seem like, surprise, I win now?
I don't think so. Not from the ones that I was flipping through. Thistle. So, there won't be toxic counters. Toxic gives poison counters, so it'll be represented the same way. Poison was always represented, just like a separate die or separate thing on the thing. Someone else was asking about that on Twitter too. But like essentially all these different things, poisonous, toxic, and infect, all lead to poison counters. So they just have some, little different way of getting there. Toxic is basically you deal poison and non-poison at the same time, which does sort of make it better for Commander. Since you're not like playing a whole different game than everyone else, which is nice.
Venerated Rot Priest.
Yeah, everyone, this card's cool for sure.
Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. Isn't there one of the chain cards that you can target a creature with over and over again, or no? What's the green chain card?
Chain of blank. No, that one destroys stuff. The green one.
Whack.
But you could do Chain of Silence. If you can sacrifice a bunch of lands. So Chain of Silence is prevent all damage target creature would deal this turn. That creature's controller may sack a land. If they do, copy it. So you could do that technically. If you have enough lands to sacrifice, you could target this guy 10 times. And be like, I have one.
Chain of Acid destroys a permanent.
Yeah, it's Chain of Silence is the white one that would work for it. Chain of Plasma, like controller may discard a card.
Well, so if something has indestructible, you could still target it, right?
Yeah, totally. So you could give it indestructible.
So if you just Chain of Acid on an indestructible creature a billion times?
Yeah, there you go.
And there you go. They're both in green.
Yeah, that's true. It keeps it all in green. Then you just need some artifact or whatever to give indestructible.
Is there an indestructible green? Well,
I'm sure there is.
Is it artifact? What is it? Destroy target non-creature permanent. Oh, so it can't be a creature. Gotcha.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you need like a Darksteel Ingot. And you just...
But you only get the toxic counters if it's a creature you control.
Oh,
so there's some hoops to jump.
Oh no! So you can't do it. Oh, boo. Boo, 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 boo. That's stupid. So one has to be a creature and one has to be a non-creature. So there's no hoops to jump through in that case, right?
You at least need 2 different colors so that you can, because you could use the red one that deals damage.
Okay.
And make a creature indestructible. But I don't remember what the clause was for redoing that.
I think you have to discard a card. Yeah.
Yeah, there's many a hoop to start going through to get that one off the ground.
No, that's too many. You have to discard a card. Like, how you drawing an extra card off your Chain of Plasma copy? That's not...
It's no good.
Oh, unless it's you've got some shit that says whenever a creature becomes the target of a spell or ability you control, draw a card. But normally it's an opponent controls, because that is a mechanic. But it's usually when an opponent controls it. So We're not getting there with Chain of Plasma, I don't think.
No.
Archmage Emeritus. Is that?
It lets you draw a card when you cast or copy a thing. So yeah, that would sort of do it.
All right, so we're in green, blue, red.
Yeah.
Is our color, and it's a 3-card combo. Okay, I'm into it. We've done it. We've broken Venerated Rot Priest, folks. Here, you've heard it here first. Archmage Emeritus, Chain of Plasma, and Venerated Rot Priest.
And something that gives indestructible.
And you need an indestructible. You need it to be indestructible.
Yeah, an indestructible creature or make them indestructible.
Well, what you do is you put it on. I've got it. It's the white, the Vindicator. The white Vindicator that deals that much damage to other people, right?
Oh, there you go.
And you just target that thing over and over again. That's a combo in itself, thoh, right? But you need to draw the cards. So we need to draw the cards still. We're going into the. This is the 17-string guitar. This is definitely the 17-string guitar meme. Okay. All right, people. So Skrelv, you were talking about Skrelv. So mono white, can't block, and it's a Mother of Runes for mana. Okay.
Yeah, for mana or life. I don't know. I think people are talking about it for Winota. It probably maybe goes in there because it replaces either Mother or Giver of Runes, and it activates Winota. But
right. Oh, it's a Winota card. That's silly.
Yeah. Everything's a Winota card.
Fucking Winota. I saw Ian posting about it today that said he's officially reached the point where it's like excruciating trying to make subs and cuts. So
yeah, that's the thing. Like you need something to really stand above the core there.
Must be tough. Must be real hard to have a deck that's so fucking dialed in.
Yeah.
Fucking Winota. People like this Kaya they said that Kaya was closing games out
nice.
in sealed for sure.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The 30 card, it's 40 card, it was just crushing games.
Mm-hmm.
This Nissa is good, right? No, that's not the one. One of them I thought was good. Vraska maybe? I don't know. Treasure? No. They're all so wonky. I don't know what the fuck any of them do.
Exactly.
One of them I thought was good. I don't know. Eternal Wanderer is cool. That's a very strong card. 6 mana Planeswalker better slap though.
Yeah, exactly.
If you use a 6 mana Planeswalker, it better be. Oh, it was the Jace that I thought was good. The Jace was like. It shows up with less, and it mills 3 cards. And yeah, right. Target player mills 3 times X cards, so it's cool as a big ass. Wanderer was unbeatable at your pre-release. Lost every game your opponents drew it. Yeah. Large amount of.
We were talking about Jace being like a second copy of Brain Freeze, kind of.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Ryu 9 No Ks says a large amount of Planeswalkers made sealed kind of miserable because some just feel unbeatable. That makes sense. Is that it's just like the big bomb. Like I've got the Planeswalker that says you can literally go fuck yourself. Like that makes sense. And then from there we've got Fastlands again. And what the more cards? Kaido? Oh geez, I thought we were done. Slow Bad people are excited about. Blue Suns, and then no more lands and stuff. Cool. That's our set review. We talked about cards in the set. We talked about every single card in Phyrexia will be one, and stay tuned for the Commander version. I'm sure there are good cards in the Commander sets, right? Like there's new cards in it. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I was kind of flipping through. There are some cool ones. Wow, the planeswalkers are kind of cheap because it's one of those. There's so many versions of
There's
them.
like
So if you just want
57
a
of them.
normal one, yeah, that's kind of nice.
Oh, there you go. We've got the Phyrexia all-will-be-one commander. Spoilers, and there's Wormquake. 6 mana, flashback, 10 mana, create an XX green Phyrexian worm with trample and toxic 1, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this spell. For each opponent with 3 or more poison counters, you create another one of those tokens. Cool, good job.
I'm this Nahiri, the red white completed Nahiri. I'm gonna use this in
you like it? It's something.
that
It does
Brunor
something.
Battlehammer, just because everyone thinks the art is so wonky, and I kind of love it. And it is wonky, but that's why I love it.
I want to see. Is it? It's just the normal ass one.
You got the like sword hands, yeah.
Oh, I seen a meme of, and then it was like a girl with Pringles cans on her hands.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's Nissa you're talking about. Oh, this was the Nahiri. Nahiri had the sword arms too in one of her arts. Geez, there's a lot of these fucking commander cards, and I don't know what the fuck none of them do. Hexplate Warbreaker.
Yeah, that's a whole other Pringles can of worms.
Jesus, there's a fucking goddamn ton of these things, and I got no clue what none of them do. Glimmer Lens. Whenever equipped creature and at least one other creature attack, draw a card. Sure.
Yeah,
oh, the Staff of the Storyteller is crazy. I thought that was really cool. Enters the battlefield, make a spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Create one or more creature tokens, put a story counter on it, remove a story counter to draw a card.
Yeah.
Like that's
so there's a whole like token creature deck you could build with that 4-drop token doubler. That'd be fun.
So weird cards. Nothing, no big bones as far as I can tell. But it'll probably show up that like one of them's fucking cracked. Like
oh, for sure, almost guaranteed.
Somebody will figure out like gotta put in like Gold Warden's Gambit into Grenzo. Like some random ass shit, you know. Yeah. Create 5 rebels. They gain haste for each of those tokens. What a affinity for equipment. Get out of here.
I'm living like a few sets behind and looking at building the most dangerous gamer right now. So
that's
nice. Where my head's been at.
I think you should build the most dangerous gamer for sure.
Yeah. Sounds very funny.
Just keep in mind that, and I mean, this is me just being like curmudgeon, like had one bad experience with it, but it's like if you have that's attractions, right? Like it's just all the attractions.
Mm-hmm. I have a whole pile of them that I have nothing to do with.
Playing against a whole pile of attractions is the same feeling to me as playing against a Super Friends deck.
Yeah.
Where
except for none of them do anything good.
Yeah, it's just I'm gonna take 5 to 10 extra game actions every turn, and they're all gonna be. I'm gonna roll a dice and like maybe it doubles it or like then affects further. Like it's like a zillion triggers, you know. Like it's just like I'm gonna have the turn where I do a million things. So like yes,
for sure,
build it and play it into those fucking library kids.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say honestly, all the casual games I play, everyone takes like 10 to 15 minute long turns one way or another. So I gotta get my real estate in somehow.
That's the way to do it. Attractions will definitely. That's literal real estate. So, yeah. And you can get the foils of them for free, basically, and they're very pretty.
Yeah, totally. No, they look great. I have a bunch of them from that box, and I'm sure I can get whatever ones I don't have.
Nice. It was cool that they sent us that box.
It was like no one wants these.
No one want them. Hey guys, you want to open some stuff? Hell yes, we want to open some fucking Infinity.
Yeah.
They should do it again. They should send us another box of.
Should be another box of Infinity.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'll fucking open it up and make another deck. I got the card I wanted. I got Slugger. It came from Planet X or whatever.
Yeah.
And I put sunglasses sticker on it and called it a day. I was like, we're good. We got the fucking alien space. That deck was cool too. I made a 10/10 unblockable infect creature and just domed people.
Oh yeah.
Deck was fucking Simic bullshit. The deck. I fucking loved it.
They don't even let you sort by attractions here on TCG Player, so it's a lost cause. Just go sort low to high. I'm sure that'll do it. But
all right.
Yeah, I think our sets are reviewed. I think
hell yes.
To go.
We've been at it for an hour and a half. I might go live tomorrow. We'll see. Everybody go watch the short that I made. That's the Chisgoria short because it's doing the worst numbers ever, and I'm really mad because I'm very proud of it. And I'll be tomorrow night. Me, Scoop, and the super cool guy squad forever. Great job. CJ and Phil will be running that motherfucking Phyrexia all will be one commander casual time, high power casual, and otherwise catch me in fucking Philly, guys.